of the gate firing here. Here is the starting lineup for head coach Caitlin Schweihofer, who picked up her 100th career win earlier in the year. A lot of freshman miles, youth movement, it has paid off for Rutgers. Kenzie Dierstad, Anna Hartman gets another start on the outside. Zora Hardison filling in for the injured Ricky Williams in the middle. She gets the start alongside their veteran senior leader, Tina Gurkovic, and their star outside hitter, Alyssa Kinkilla.
And a couple stars that stand out right there. Gurkovic led the way in that first set. We're going to need more of that this afternoon.
Meanwhile, here's the legendary multi-time national champion winning coach John Cook's lineup for the Huskers. Couple of freshmen in there as well. Bergen Riley, the first true freshman setter in many, many years for them, alongside Becca Alec, Lainey Choboy, Lexi Rodriguez, the two-time All-American libero, the aforementioned Merritt Beason, the transfer from Florida, who has given this offense a vaunted look, and then Andy Jackson and another freshman, Harper Murray.
And we touched on the main name in that lineup, Merritt Beason, the impact transfer, all SEC last year. Saw what was brewing over there in Nebraska and said, hey, that might be something I want to be a part of. And man, she has fit in so well.
Nebraska coming off of maybe their best win of the season. Hard to say that when they took down #1 Wisconsin in 5 in front of a record-setting viewing audience on Big Ten Network, but to come from 0-2 down at Penn State, a team that always plays them tough, that's the big speed bump. You know, you have a couple of big speed bumps in your way if you want to have a great season, if you want to win a national title. To overcome an 0-2 deficit and win that match, again, might be their best win of the year. But Rutgers starts it with a block. Gurkovic and Kinkilla roof that one back.
And exactly how you draw it up if you're the Rutgers Scarlet Knights here at home. Get the home crowd ignited a little bit here with a nice block on the near side. And we touched on her. Kinkilla has to be great this afternoon.
Scarlet Knights took the opening set against Indiana on Friday night, and then the Hoosiers just played some unreal ball. They were efficient. They won the long rallies. They swung momentum in their direction dramatically, and they were able to walk away with a 4-set win. But Caitlin Schweihofer said her team was encouraged after the way they played.
And I think that first set was an example of what this Rutgers squad can be when they're at their best.
Serve goes to Hartman, and now she's got a chance to put it down. Nice dig from the Huskers. Back set, and there is the first look at Merritt Beason. The transfer was all SEC team last year, but the 6'4 junior from Alabama's got big plans this year. She's trying to be an All-American.
And that's our first taste of what this Nebraska crowd is going to sound like in New Jersey this afternoon to boot. But Merritt Beason, a fan favorite. You see why.
Kinkilla, what a dig from Rodriguez. Expect plenty of that today from the two-time All-American. Alyssa Nair for Gurkovic, it's blocked. And it was Beason alongside Becca Alec in the middle.
And that Nebraska front line is really up there with the best of them in all of the nation. I mean, up front, Merritt Beason at 6'4". When she times it up, tall as they come.
You mentioned it in the opening, Miles. Nebraska's best start since 2006 when they started 23-0. And ended up winning the national championship that year. And that one falls in, some miscommunication from the Scarlet Knights.
And those unforced errors that you really have to avoid when you're playing the #1 team in the nation. They're going to capitalize every opportunity you give them.
Nebraska coming into the weekend, allowing opponents to hit just 125 for the second straight year. They've got the best defense in the country. This year they've got a top 10 offense. Nair over to Kinkilla. Nice dig that time from the true freshman setter, Bergen Riley. And now here is Riley, a little quick one, and that comes up short. Not on the same page there with Alec, but John Cook not afraid to throw freshmen into the fire, and he has done that this year with Bergen Riley, a true freshman setter. She has been the starter from the get-go, and she really has quarterbacked this offense to being one of the best in the nation.
And I think that's what's most surprising about Nebraska is they have young names in the mix. I mean, Bergen Riley, a super highly touted player out of South Dakota, Gatorade Player of the Year many years, and you see why she's making an immediate impact in the Big Ten.
Nebraska offense that time finding the soft spot in the Rutgers defense. It's not all about big-time power. They do possess plenty of high barrage weapons, but they are a very smart, very efficient offense. They will take the easy points when they can get them. They are not going to try to blow you off the court. Not in terms of their hitting. With their play, they definitely will try to do that, as that serve comes up short from the freshman Harper Murray.
And Harper Murray, an interesting story, actually born and raised in Ann Arbor, stayed in the Big Ten, didn't elect to go to Michigan, and she was the hottest prospect coming out of Michigan. Gatorade Player of the Year also in 2022, but elects to go in Big Ten, not staying home though.
I'm sure the Wolverines not too happy about that one, but what can you do? The rich get richer. Good serve from the sophomore Becca Williams. Now a dig from Williams. Looking for Taylor Humphrey into the game for the first time recently. Back set, Gurkovic. Was there a deflection? No, it hit the top of the tape and landed wide.
And see, Gurkovic, she has a lot of potential. I mean, she was really the reason why Rutgers was able to take that lead over Indiana on Friday. Was relatively silent down the stretch, though. She's going to need to stay consistent, similar to Kinkilla.
Especially with the absence of Ricky Williams, who is still in concussion protocol. She's now missed 6 out of the 11 matches. The Penn State transfer was such a big addition. Humphrey. There's Rodriguez with the defense. Back to Humphrey. Nebraska keeping it up. Beason putting it down. Defense to offense. Nobody does it better than the Huskers.
And Beason just picks her spot oh so nicely. Back left corner, nobody home there, and not too much power on it once again. A little bit of finesse coming off the fingertips, finds a hole.
She weaved that over the 2 sets of hands and then in between 2 Rutgers defenders. Excellent accuracy. Gurkovic. And the Husker defense corralling again. Nice dig from Williams. She's that back line defender that Caitlin Schweihofer has placed so much trust in. Humphrey. So important for Rutgers to stay in system. There's going to be a lot of balls coming back to them today. Free ball for Nebraska. Longest rally of the match, and it's a big one. Was there a deflection? There was. Taylor Humphrey, the sophomore, gets her first kill. Byron Center, Michigan native, and a big-time hitter for this Scarlet Knights team.
And Humphrey, one of those names that flies under the radar here in New Jersey. I mean, she's so talented, 6'3", only in her sophomore year. She can really ignite this offense.
Humphrey's third on the team in kills with 176 coming in today. That's a big hit from Beason, went right down the line, and she has already racked up a trio of kills.
Yeah, Beason already up to 3 on the afternoon, and coming off that 27-kill performance last time out in Pennsylvania, might see a lot of that.
The Nebraska crowd, as usual, the best fans in the country. They have showed up in the thousands today. Riley, back set, coming right at you, and that time it's Andy Jackson with her first kill of the day.
And you see Andy Jackson right there. I actually saw a couple Andy Jackson posters on my way into the arena this morning. About 300 people wrapped around Jersey Mike's 2 hours before first serve. Just an unbelievable atmosphere this afternoon.
Jackson, another talented freshman middle from Brighton, Colorado. There is a freshman for Rutgers, Zora Hardison, who has stepped into a big spot again with the absence of Ricky Williams, and Big Z, as they like to call her. She has done very, very well.
And Hardison has a lot of Rutgers fans excited about the future is bright here in the Scarlet Knight territory because she is an extremely talented player there. She slides right, gets it done.
Freshman out of Palm Bay, Florida, is actually a much better basketball player, as there's a kill for Allie Batenhorst, her first. Caitlin Schweihofer, we talked with her on Friday before the match against Indiana. She said she was one of the best basketball players in Florida. So, learning the skill set of volleyball, she goes, there's definitely a learning curve, but she is such a confident player. She is a fierce competitor. She's going to have a bright future.
You also see the physical talent at just freshman year, right?
See if they go back to her. No, instead it's Williams coming from the middle. Not the intended result. And then a big-time slide and a kill for Jackson.
And Andy Jackson just so explosive, sliding over on the right side and right in system, reaches out with the right. I mean, what an athlete.
the greatest coaches we've ever seen in this sport.
Quite literally the winningest program since the year 2000. This Nebraska corner of the program is special. He's done it for 30 years, first 6 at Wisconsin, and now 24 in Lincoln.
And coming from the back is Beason, and also right on the line, too. Power and placement. It's an almanac. It's an encyclopedia of accomplishments from John Cook as you get another look there. 10 Final Four appearances, 21 Elite 8 appearances, 19 of those coming from Nebraska. He has won 13 conference championships, 12 with the Huskers. He's already a Hall of Famer, a 2-time AVCA National Coach of the Year. I mean, there are legends, and then there are walking, living legends, and John Cook is that. Kinkilla puts it down, and that's important for Rutgers. We mentioned in the open, Miles, they've got to get their best player going. That's her first kill on her 4th swing. Yeah,
she got up to 10 kills on Friday, but a lot of them were in that final 4 set. She's got to get hot early, and she's got to stay hot.
Alyssa, the star on this team. Unfortunate that in her freshman year suffered a season-ending injury just a couple of matches in, so her redshirt freshman year was last season. That's when she really broke out. That one's well short on the near side from Murray. But Alyssa on pace for over 300 kills this year. She averages over 3 kills per set, and she keeps this production up, she will go down as one of Rutgers' best all-time hitters.
Absolutely. I think heading into this one, she was really that #1 X factor. They rely on her heavily, and she's comfortable in that role.
Down the line goes Murray. That time she hits the target. Another talented freshman, Harper Murray, out of Ann Arbor, Michigan, that you mentioned there, Miles, deciding to come to Lincoln. And she has been a really nice addition and a 1A, if you will, to Merritt Beason's.
And particularly as a freshman, right? Beason's done it for a number of years, but Harper Murray is the type of player where you don't even know where her ceiling lies. She's just so young.
Big Ten Freshman of the Week 3 times already this year. Nair back to Kinkilla. That is a huge right hand from the Aussie. And right at the Nebraska defense.
And exactly how you draw it up. It doesn't get any more in system than this. You see she cocks it back and just flushes it home right on time.
Really good serve. Riley, this time to Beason in the middle. Hartman. Great defense. Nebraska keeps it alive. Rodriguez gets it over. That'll fire up the Husker faithful. And that is a beautiful shot on the slide there from Becca Alex.
And it's unbelievable to hear this Nebraska crowd on the road. I mean, you wouldn't know where we are given the crowd noise. I mean, it's just special, a sea of red this afternoon.
Oh, like the Lincoln hometown native, the sophomore. The fans love her. Gurkovich had it dug out by Riley. Murray went for power, asking for a deflection. The officials disagree. Hit it long. So Kinkilla will serve. That's something she has improved a lot from last year. She's got 19 aces on the season. That's 3rd on the team. She goes soft. Quick one for Alec. Nice dig for Chitty. Rutgers staying in system, ready for the ball that comes back. Rodriguez, a big one. Nice dig from Kinkilla. Hartman goes soft. Ball pinballing around, and the Huskers keep it alive. Hartman a 3rd time this rally. That's the one that does the trick. And there's the freshman from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, that has not only broken into the lineup, has now earned a starting spot in Caitlin Schweihofer's squad.
And alongside Hardison, those 2 freshmen are really exciting here for Rutgers. I mean, really not names you expected to be impact players in the Big Ten coming in, but they sure have been.
Anna Hartman only had 30 kills more than halfway through the season. She's got 60 in just the last 12 matches. Nice dig from Chitty. How did she get to that? Beason making sure no one's got the second answer. 5 kills already for Merritt Beason.
And Beason showing you exactly why. She's that all-SEC talent last year at Florida and the #1 option on the #1 team in America. A spectacular talent.
Helped the Gators win a share of the SEC championship last year. She hit 261, but the numbers this year are just absurd. Another nice dig from Chitty. Riley comes in, tees it up for Alec. Nebraska up by 6.
And this hasn't even been Nebraska's most dominant set of the year by any means, but you see them inching forward slowly but surely. You're getting a variety of names involved now.
Becca Alec playing behind Andy Jackson. 83 blocks on the year. That's second on the team. Her offense has improved, though, from last year. She's hitting right under 300. And John Cook, always a big fan of having depth in the middle. Second service error. Gets Rutgers back within 5. And you see there, those blocks per set 4th in the Big Ten. Just behind her fellow teammate. And Williams flies it long. Neither team has been super aggressive with the serve. Nebraska knows that if they minimize the mistakes on the serve, they don't have to be too aggressive. They know they can out-rally most teams they play, if not every team they play. Gerkovich hit the stick, an error. That's a focal point of Rutgers' offense, Miles, that they definitely need to try to get going here. They just have not been able to get Tina Gerkovich in the right spots.
Yeah, she proved on Friday the kind of impact she can make. Hasn't made much of an impact now against the #1 team in the nation.
And the Huskers have been ready for her, so you can see she's trying to be a little bit too perfect with her swings. No one's touching that.
I mean, that is just exactly how you draw it up. High points the ball right, smashes it home exactly in system. That's one of those that makes John Cook very happy.
Timeout Rutgers. The Huskers are running away with the first set. The #1 team in the country, up by 8. Coming off the career-high 27 kills against Penn State, 6 already, 3 digs to boot, and hitting 600. Doesn't get much better than that.
I mean, it has an opportunity to be a very special weekend. 27 on Friday. She's the definition of an impact transfer. I mean, she joined already a very talented cast of players and just really made this team the #1 team in the nation. She's the reason why.
Humphrey, yes. Taylor Humphrey with her second kill. Scarlet Knights looking for offense. Yeah, and she was already named, Merritt Beason, Big Ten Player of the Week and the AVCA National Player of the Week earlier this month when they knocked off, or excuse me, I should say late last month in October when they knocked off #1 Wisconsin. She had a combined 34 kills that weekend. She is going to surpass that here today. Her best weekend of the year actually came in one of the first conference weekends of the year when she had a combined 41 kills at Purdue and at Indiana. But you follow up that performance on Friday with how she's playing so far today. This is a special weekend for her.
She's guaranteed some of those Big Ten weekly awards, right? I mean, just 27. She doesn't even have to do great today.
Rodriguez somehow kept that alive. And then miscommunication on Rutgers, and that's the kind of points where you kind of buckle at the knees just watching Nebraska play.
Yeah, that hurts the most right there. Just a little bit of a miscommunication on the side of Rutgers. But, I mean, Nebraska is just oh so dominant. 21-12 now, slowly but surely. Unreal.
I think if you're Caitlin Schweihofer and the Scarlet Knights, you got to take a lot of positives out of what has transpired here in this opening set, and I think we might get one of those impassioned speeches from Caitlin Schweihofer where she has told us before, she tells the team, you can't play the name on the jersey. Right now, the moment looks a little bit too big for Rutgers, and it is for most teams that play number 1 Nebraska, but we've seen some errors here from the Scarlet Knights start to pile up that they definitely want to clean up.
Unintentional free ball there.
And a big one right down the middle from Andy Jackson. Only 3 kills, but every single one of them has been pummeled.
Yeah, and that one all started when Humphrey unintentionally sent that one over. I mean, just too easy up front for Nebraska that time. 1 point away now from set point here in the first. And Andy Jackson up front, I mean, she is oh so young. Born in 2005, just a freshman, has so much potential here in the Big Ten.
That makes me feel old. Yeah. 2005.
And she's playing college volleyball.
That feels like 5 years ago. Andy Jackson, by the way, 9 kills in the win against Penn State on Friday to go with 3 blocks. So that is now 5 straight matches for her with 7 kills or more. You talk about, you see the growth of a freshman throughout the season. She's starting to peak. Joust at the net. Hardison pushes it back. Nice dig from the setter, Nair. Another free ball, though, coming back for the Huskers. Soft over the top. Kinkillo is ready. And Humphrey. Well, they're going to need plenty of volume out of Taylor Humphrey. She has brought it here in this opening set. She's been the best player for Rutgers with 3 kills.
Absolutely, and you saw moments alongside Grakovic in that first set against Indiana on Friday. What those two can be up front. Showing it off right there. Already up to 3 here in the first.
Humphrey had 5 last weekend when these two met in Lincoln. What a dig from Chitty. But then a block. And a monster one as well. The combination of Batenhorst and Jackson neutralizing any hope Rutgers had of winning that point.
And Batenhorst is one of those players that probably be the most talented player on most teams in the nation, but really a reserve here. Comes in the mix for the number 1 team in the nation, just so talented.
Ten-set points for Nebraska. Hardison eliminates one of them. And there's that athleticism and the power from Big Z.
Exactly, 6'2" with so much power behind every swing up front. Zora Hardison finds a hole.
Zora had not played much on the year before. About 2 weeks ago, we mentioned Ricky Williams, the first-year Scarlet Knight transfer from Penn State, in concussion protocol, so that has forced Hardison to step up. Nair with a dig to keep it alive. Another chance for Nebraska to wrap up the opening set. Hardison again went with accuracy and a nice dig. And that'll do it. The final kill comes from Harper Murray, her 4th. And the number 1 team in the land with a dominant opening set, 25-15. They jump out in front in their search to remain unbeaten. Husker volleyball at its best here in Piscataway. We'll see if Rutgers can answer back next on Big Ten Plus. 3 p.m. on Black Friday, and looking at Nebraska's schedule, they would have to suffer a stunning upset to not be undefeated going into that rematch. So
you mentioned a key factor there in Madison to boot. The last time these two met, it was in Lincoln. Of course, Nebraska pulled that one out, but of course, home court is absolutely huge when you got this kind of fan base.
Good start to the second set for Rutgers. The freshman Anna Hartman delivers a kill. Nebraska hit over 300 in that opening set, held Rutgers to hitting under 100. And the Huskers siding out at 75%. That is elite. Good dig from Chitty, and then Hartman nearly drops that in. Beason goes for power, and miscommunication again for the Scarlet Knights. That is something that really does not make Caitlin Schweihofer a happy camper.
And those are the frustrating ones, right? Deerstead in there, a little bit of a miscommunication, the light's a little bright against a really tough team, but those ones really do hurt you because Nebraska didn't do that one, you did that one to yourselves.
It's going to be tough enough to beat the Huskers as is. You don't want to give them any freebies. Kinkilla from the back row. There's the big right hand from the Aussie. Only 2 kills in that opening set. And We've talked about it time and time again. Any chance Rutgers has might unfortunately lie on the shoulders of Alyssa Kinkilla. But she's talked about it before. She enjoys the pressure. She thrives in it.
And she's proven she's one of those top-tier talents in this conference. And Rutgers, unfortunately, doesn't have many Nebraska quality talents. So the ones that they do have to come through in big spots.
Beason. Nice dig from Becca Williams. Gonna have plenty of missiles coming her way on that back line today. And Batenhorst tried to push it through and missed. So that is just the 5th attacking error on 46 swings for Nebraska. Tough one there for Batenhorst.
Yeah, usually the name of the game is efficiency. Just pushes it a little outside there, but similar to that first set, Rutgers off to a pretty solid start here in the second.
That serve just goes wide. So that's going to be a big focal point here in this set. How aggressive does Rutgers choose to be on the serve, knowing that they're not going to win a lot of traditional rallies? They want to be able to dictate the tempo, and Becca Williams, very good server that time, just missed the mark. But I think Caitlin Schweihofer will be happy with that aggressiveness.
And exactly, Williams, one of the better servers on this team, already 2 service errors today, pardon me. You can tell she's a little forcing it.
Batenhorst hit the net there. The Scarlet Knights go up 4-2, and here is their best server coming up now, Tina Grkovic, the senior from Belgrade, Serbia. A lot of international presence on this Rutgers squad a couple of years ago, and one of her former teammates, Becca Kojadinovic, also a Serbian, taught her a lot about serving. Whoa, look out below. Andy Jackson packing a punch.
That type of athleticism is extremely rare. I mean, just a high flyer, times it up beautifully, and like we said, born in '05, talk about potential.
Humphrey. Beason showing off the defensive skills. Kinkilla, too much power.
And Rutgers in system throughout that one, back and forth, staying on top, looking like the aggressors here early in the second.
Already one of the all-time greats for Rutgers. I think anybody would be fine with putting that label on Alyssa Kinkilla. She's already 4th in the rally era in career kills per set. Batenhorst misses again, so a sloppy start to the second frame here for Nebraska. And just to finish the point on Alyssa Kinkilla, the Aussie native, also 9th in career attack percentage in the rally era, and this season 7th in kills per set. She's having a fantastic campaign. Nair goes soft and short. Batenhorst keep getting volume, and she now delivers. And that's important. They gave her a lot of burn last weekend when these 2 teams played, and she delivered, Allie Batenhorst. She had 13 kills in that match. That tied a season high. Yeah, a bit of a slow start from her, but John Cook is not afraid to go right back to his players and show that trust.
Exactly, 2 early errors. Good to see her redeem herself.
Quick one for Hardison, and that's an option that has been working for Rutgers. Alyssa Nair, the 5th-year senior, teeing it up for a freshman.
And Hardison starting to have a really nice day, and if she can do it against the #1 team in the nation, she can do it against anyone.
We haven't talked a lot about Alyssa Nair so far today, the 5th-year senior, transferred in before last season from Arkansas Little Rock. She has been setting at an incredible rate. There's the first ace for Rutgers. It comes from the freshman Kenzie Dierstad.
And really the first time Harper Murray has looked like a freshman all afternoon there. Just couldn't get under it.
So here's Dierstad again. Goes for the corner. Comes back, and look out. Andy Jackson might have got a little help from the net there, but you can go ahead and give her 5 kills now for the day.
And Andy Jackson is just so lengthy up front. With her type of vertical, she's special. You can see it up front there, not much help, able to do it herself.
And she had a shuffle over and then basically was, flat-footed, didn't even get to jump into that one. I was still able to get a ton of power. It's going to Hardison again. That one just missed. See if Caitlin Schweihofer wants to challenge. She will. That was close, and I think that's worth a challenge.
You can see the whole Rutgers squad raising those fingertips, thinking that must have gotten a touch somewhere. We will head to the challenge.
Give another look at it. Was there a touch on Becca Olick, number 5? Quick set from the freshman Riley, and beautiful touch from Beason, flying in, and then just a little change up over the top.
And I think her power is what makes that change up so effective, right? I mean, she's as powerful as they come in this conference, uses the finesse right there, dinks it in there.
And the Scarlet Knights were on their back of their heels that time, ready to absorb another missile. The redirection to Hartman. And there's Beason again. She's already in double figures. 10 kills out of 18 swings. She's hitting nearly 600 still.
There you have it, 37 kills on the weekend. Just such a special talent, and look at that power. Nothing Rutgers could do.
How important the transfer portal is, as that one just goes wide. Tough for coaches because you got to recruit all year long, and now you've also got to keep your ear to the ground. Your assistant coaches have to help out. You got to figure out, hey, can we maybe get this player? Can we lure this player away? NIL nowadays playing such a huge factor. I mean, it's capitalism, man. That's that's really what it is. How can we get better by any means necessary? And NIL, I thought, was a great job by the NCAA, something that finally needed to change. And now it has opened up so many opportunities for these players while they're at school as well.
And it's particularly interesting in the case of a player like Beason, because there's no way Florida wanted to get rid of that kind of talent. That's a tough job if you're head coach John Cook, to bring her over to the Big Ten. Obviously, you have a solid recruiting pitch, but man, it's a different era in this transfer portal world. I mean, a couple years ago, she would have had to take a year off.
Yeah. There's a kill for Batenhorst. And especially, too, for a Nebraska team that by their standards, you could say they had a down year last year. Upset loss in the Sweet 16 against Oregon, losing a plethora of All-American players like Nicklin Hames, Kenzie Knuckles, who had that devastating injury at the end of last season. Maybe a big reason why they lost to Oregon. And then also to lose Caitlin Hord and Maddie Kubik, the way that they have rebounded and responded.
And it makes you wonder if that recruiting pitch was a little bit of, hey, we're losing a lot of talent. You could be our primary option here with the #1 program.
That was the first miss of the day there for Beason. So here we are, we've hit the 20-point mark total, and Rutgers still in front.
And, of course, doing a much better job as opposed to that first set. They got out to that hot start early, very quickly relinquished it. Doing better here in #2.
Williams goes for the ace and just missed. Does Caitlin Schweihofer want to challenge that call?
And I'm almost surprised she doesn't seem to be turning to that green card to her right there, because that was about as close as you could get on the end line.
They continue to try to serve aggressively. Becca Williams, a serve specialist and an excellent defender on the back row. You don't see her much on the pins anymore, but she has carved out a really nice role for herself on this team. Kinkilla. Rodriguez absorbing that power. And an error on Nebraska.
The engine sputtering a little bit for the #1 team in the nation so far in set #2. You see they're hanging around just down 2 points, and I think that really goes to show when they're off, they're still not that bad whatsoever. They dropped those first 2 at Penn State on the road on Friday, but stayed resilient, come right back. We might see another resilient performance this afternoon.
Big hitting from Beason, that'll help. By the way, Nebraska has only dropped at least a set in the conference on 6 occasions this year, and only 3 times was it against a non-ranked opponent. Michigan State actually claimed a set off them both times, and then at Indiana on September 30th.
Sweets have been the name of the game.
Riley flies over, back row, big hit from Murray, kept alive. And Batenhorst getting that volume here in the second set. She's cashing in. She's up to 5 on the day.
And we touched on it earlier. Batenhorst is really talented in that reserve role here as a Cornhusker. But if she wasn't playing in the Big Ten, she is that talented standout with her length, with her ability. I mean, heck of a player.
And I know John Cook has gleamed about her coachability, her professionalism, how hard she works. A lot of the times throughout her 3 years in Lincoln. So when you're able to give what the coach tells you and apply it, you're going to find a role on the court no matter how many All-Americans you find yourself around. Nearly an ace there for Nyer. Rutgers gets a rare free ball. Can they capitalize? They can. Hardison with her 5th. She leads the team.
And Hardison having a bit of a breakout day here against the #1 team in the nation. A super talented freshman picks her spot nicely right up the far sideline.
Zora had 7 on Friday against Indiana. Beason comes flying back. Scarlet Knights defense up to the task. Batenhorst again palms that one down. Rutgers keeps it alive, but they got to play a free one. And look out, there's the slide from Jackson. Rutgers keeps it alive. But Batenhorst wears him down. Miraculous effort from Rutgers just to keep that point alive, but Allie Batenhorst having a heck of a second set.
Blocks, really a great all-around player. And you look at the most recent win for Rutgers over Iowa. She came through with 19. When they win, she has special numbers.
Wow, what a swing from Harper Murray. That's how you come out of a timeout if you're in Nebraska. But just to finish that point on Kinkilla, she's got a very goofy, lighthearted personality. Don't let that fool you. You don't come all the way from Melbourne, Australia to go to school and play in the Big Ten Conference if you are not a fierce competitor. You gotta look there at Madison Chitty. I don't know if she wore that one off the face or the shoulder. Hopefully she's okay. That was one heck of a swing from Harper Murray. Hardison the decoy, and Kinkilla racks up another. They're gonna rule that down.
I'm almost surprised they ruled that down. It was an amazing effort over on the far side for Murray. Awfully close play. But Kinkilla picks up another right in system and a very powerful finish, up to 6 on the day.
And Alyssa started the year with double-digit kills in the first 12 out of 13 matches. Big Ten defenses have planned accordingly for her. There's Merritt Beason. You can deploy her all over the floor. It does not matter. She will get kills. She's got a dozen.
And having called her name in the last few minutes, and you knew you were going to very soon. I mean, she is super hot right now. One of the more talented players in this conference and playing some of her best volleyball in the last couple weeks.
Nebraska still trailing by 1. A chance to tie it. Grkovic, she's been quiet. This will be a good time for the senior from Serbia to step up. That's her first kill.
A solid player on the defensive side, gets it done on the offensive end there, flying through right down the middle, cross-court finish.
Tina's such an integral part to what this Rutgers team does. Second on the team in kills, leads the team in blocks. That one goes long from Alec. Rutgers inching closer.
And this has been a special second set for the Scarlet Knights here at home. I mean, not a flash in the pan whatsoever. They've held their own against the #1 team in the nation, closing in on that all-important 20-point threshold.
Kinkilla to serve. Usually not an aggressive server. That one goes down the middle. And it's more of Beason. Can Rutgers keep it alive? They can. Back to Beason. Rutgers nearly with a block. And Beason missed it. Scarlet Knights, what a point.
And they'll say no touch of Rutgers, but what a job. Deerstead laying out, keeping it alive, my goodness. And then just when it looked like Nebraska had more in store, there's the block. I mean, that's one of the best points of the year for these Rutgers Scarlet Knights.
Sean Cook does not want this Rutgers crowd to have their moment. He's going to challenge this one. Big push over to Hartman, block back, and now Nebraska's within one.
And the momentum can turn on a dime when you're playing the Nebraska Cornhuskers. I mean, they get the call overturned, a block on the near side. Benson comes through, and just like that, within one, within the serve, and a bit of momentum.
Here's Murray. Back to Kinkilla, Rutgers riding the hot hand. Beason goes short. Chitty, big bump. Riley tries to avoid the net, and it gives Rutgers a chance. Gurkovich wins the point. Tina with her second kill.
And outside of Kinkilla, Tina really is that X factor. We saw it in set one against Indiana. When she's on, she's a difference maker. We see her getting involved right there. A 2-point lead for the Scarlet Knights down the stretch in the second.
We mentioned Rutgers has only beaten Nebraska once, all the way back in 1978. They've only taken a set off the Huskers one other time. It was back in the COVID spring of 2021 when they played back-to-back nights at College Ave Gym. And Rutgers was able to take a set in the second meeting. Other than that, all sweeps. Batenhorst. Nair went for the dump set. Nebraska was ready. And then a block. Olick and Beason combined for the fourth block of the match.
And Alec, one of those really talented Nebraska names up front, rises, beautiful timing, gets the right arm involved, sends it right back where it came from.
Well, the fans that came to watch this one are going to love this. We're set up for a great finish here in this second set. That one tipped off the hands of Gurkovich, a free ball for the Huskers. Beason again, give her 14 for the match, and we're tied at 19.
I mean, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Beason is a special talent.
You know you're special.
And I love that note because there's a lot of U19s, U20s on this roster. She got called up to the actual national team.
And that happened September of last year as Nebraska wins that point to go in front. When she played in the Pan Am Final Six, played 11 sets, started 2 matches, helped the U.S. earn a silver medal. First team All-American coming out of high school, and she's already been named the Big Ten Setter of the Week 3 times.
Very highly touted, 3-time Gatorade State Player of the Year in South Dakota. That means she did it sophomore, junior, and senior. That's quite the impressive feat.
How do you replace the production in Nicklin Hames? You go out and you get yourself, most likely, your starter for the next 4 years. Kinkilla absorbs it. Batenhorst just wearing the Scarlet Knights down. And that's 4 in a row for UN. And Rutgers wants to take another timeout. It's been a lot of Merritt, Beason, Miles, but also in this second set, a lot of Allie Batenhorst.
Absolutely, Batenhorst heating up down the stretch here in the second. A big part of that Nebraska Cornhusker comeback, but now you see it in control, 21-19, second set. The team, they almost have that celebrity feel. It's like halfway between a concert and a volleyball game the way this fan base travels.
Well, Nebraska, everybody shows up. If you're a Nebraska fan, as Beason registers number 16, you want to see them continue their perfect start. You want to see the #1 team in the country. You want to see these superstars in the college sporting world, which these girls have become. And if you're a Rutgers fan, or maybe if you're not a Nebraska fan, you show up maybe because you want to see the perfect season end. You want to see the #1 team go down, but either way, they are a draw, both in person and on TV. And they've got a block, and it's Batenhorst and Jackson. They've been a terrific blocking duo this year, and the Huskers are now running away with this set.
And the way Nebraska has come back here late in set number 2 has been so impressive. And it goes to show just how resilient they can be, coming back down 2 sets on the road last time out on Friday in Penn State. And now another comeback set here in the second.
6 in a row. And a pancake dig to boot from Rodriguez, and Batenhorst turns it into something special.
Batenhorst up to 8 on the afternoon, not even through 2 sets. Like I said earlier, a special talent that would be the #1 option on virtually any non-Big Ten team.
The Nebraska faithful on their feet. This is what they've done to so many teams before. Rutgers was up 18-15. There was that critical challenge that went the way of Nebraska. They haven't looked back since. Looking to finish the set on an 8-0 run. Batenhorst. What a dig from Chitty. And Humphrey just got enough on that one. Her 4th kill keeps the Scarlet Knights alive here in the second.
And Humphrey beats Beason on the near side that time, able to get it to go off the block and out of play, off the left palm, but a terrific job by the sophomore.
1 set point down, 4 still to go. Riley. And Gurkovich just throwing her body out in self-defense more than anything. Batenhorst down the line, it's in. And Nebraska comes from behind. The #1 team in the country, as they've done so many times, save their best for last. What a shot from Batenhorst to cap it off. And the Huskers have the first 2 sets in their back pocket. We'll see if they can finish off a sweep, or if the Scarlet Knights can mount a comeback. 3rd set next on Big Ten Plus.
And just such a self-assured group. I think that really comes from a couple 5-set wins, right? They earned that self-belief by taking down Penn State in 5. Same goes for Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's those moments like that where you look back at the end of a season for a team that expects to be in the Final Four and national championship contenders. It's those moments that you need, those moments of adversity where you really, it's gut check time. You test yourselves, and they have passed every test so far. Becca Alec had that first kill. Rutgers looking to counter with Kinkilla. More Beason. Nice dig from Dierstad. Free ball coming back. And that one got snuck through. So Merritt Beason's got 17 kills and only 1 error. She is now hitting over 500.
Beason, one of the more talented players in the SEC last year, and right now she really seems like she's the most talented player in the Big Ten. I mean, that says quite a bit.
Nyer back set for Kinkilla. Rodriguez, more Beason. You bet. 18.
27 on Friday, 18 so far today. Good for 45 on the weekend. I mean,
I saw you punching that into your calculator. Who taught you math? Hey, I guess you'd rather get it right than guess,
right?
That one sneaks over after some miscommunication. Nyer's got to lay out. Hartman. And it's either short or blocked. Either way, this is a dream start for Nebraska here. Ending the second set, and now to begin the third set, they've won 11 out of the last 12.
And Rutgers did a fantastic job of staying on top of things early in set 1 and 2, getting out to those 3-1, 2-1 starts. Well, right here in the third, just absolute dominance for the Huskers.
They They do this to a lot of teams. They sap that belief right out of you. Rutgers might need a timeout. And a lot of punishment being dealt out on the Nebraska side. Timeout, Scarlet Knights.
Now you see, it really looks like the air has just been taken out of the Scarlet Knights' sails right now. You battle for 2 sets. You hang around in the second.
And Lexi Rodriguez is a big reason why. Number 8 in red, 11 digs today, 3 assists, a 2-time All-American and 2-time All-Big Ten, the defensive leader on this team. And when you got him, you know you've got him. She was the AVCA National Freshman of the Year, an All-American coming out of Illinois. The Sterling native once again pacing this Nebraska defense. There's Rutgers getting on the board with Anna Hartman, the freshman.
And once again, the freshman providing that spark here. Much needed early in the third. The first point for the Scarlet Knights comes in a big spot.
And that'll do a lot for Rutgers just to kind of get them to reset here after that flurry of points that ended the second set and began the third. Dierstad gets that one up. Hartman looking for the line, just missed it. Now if you're the Scarlet Knights, you get another look there. That one just missed. This is what they do best, though. The result already might be in hand for Nebraska. It'd be difficult to envision them blowing a 2-0 lead as Hartman misfires. And this is what Rutgers does best. They fight, they scrap, they're gritty. That's something that Caitlin Schweihofer has written on the whiteboard in the locker room time and time again. It's a message she has conveyed to this team. Don't expect them to give up.
And that's really the ethos of this team, similarly to a lot of Scarlet Knight teams, right? They want to out-tough their opponent.
Hartman back to her, that time dug out in the back. Batenhorst. You can hear the pop coming off the ball. Double digits for Allie Batenhorst now.
And that pop was pretty dang loud. The flat palm flying through and just so powerful there and an aggressive angle to boot.
Nebraska, again, looking to match the start to the 2006 National Championship team that started 23-0. They will do that with a win today. They started 28-0 back in 2005. You're going to hear a lot of history talk with this team in the next couple of weeks. Kinkilla gets the deflection. And we've got the official attendance files. We'll tease it for the next commercial break. How about that?
I like it.
It is a number that is jaw-dropping, considering how fast this sport has grown. Not only amongst the Big Ten and amongst the country, how fast the sport has grown here in New Jersey. And the fans here in Piscataway, they love themselves some volleyball. And again, bright future for the Scarlet Knights. We're going to start seeing more crowds like this no matter who they play. Humphrey. Riley back set for Beason. Gets another one through. She's 1 off of 20. And that's now 46 for the weekend for the junior.
And I think building on your point regarding the attendance, it really speaks to 2 things for me. First of all, how well Nebraska travels. And second of all, how popular Big Ten volleyball is throughout the United States. This is the premier conference in what's becoming a premier collegiate sport.
Here's Humphrey. Another dig from Rodriguez. And that one just missed. Good defense there from the Scarlet Knights.
And a veteran move there just to let that one fly. Now we'll have Grakovic to take over the serve. She was really the standout of that first set win over Indiana. Really showed what potential she has. Hasn't been very productive this afternoon.
On the slide, there's more of Annie Jackson. And she is compiling a highlight reel in just this one match.
And Jackson's just spectacular. When she rises and times it up well, she's maybe, what, 8-9 feet off the ground? I mean, unreal vertical.
That's a great point. Being able to touch 9 feet is something that a lot of coaches have talked about. When I first remember talking with Caitlin Schreihoff, she goes, yeah, she touches 9. I'm like, touches 9 what? What are you talking about? Kinkilla. Nice dig again that time. But Rutgers wearing them down there. #1 defense in the country. No match for the Scarlet Knights on that point.
And they got to give credit to the freshman Hardison, right? Just keeping her nose to the grindstone here, down late in the third, or down a lot in the third, I should say, but nevertheless a big finish.
7 kills on Friday, 6 kills without an error today for Zora Hardison. Back to Alyssa Kinkilla. Beason with the dig. She is coming up on a double-double. And that one, another booming point for the #1 team in the country. And that's Beason now with 20.
And the power of Beason has been there all afternoon, and really looked like it was pretty close for Chitty. Got under it, but they'll rule and made some contact with the hardwood.
Yeah, they ruled it a blocking error on Zora Hardison. I was going to say, that one did not hit the ground.
Gotcha.
Speaking of Hardison, nearly a kill. Nebraska just pinballing that one around. Zora went for it again. And here's Alec on the slide. Over to Murray. It's wide. Just the speed of some of these points. It is tremendous watch.
And you saw the little celebration on the far side for the Rutgers bench. Every point here so pivotal, right? Just to gain a little bit of momentum.
And this set easily could have gotten out of hand when it was 5-0. Since then, just a 6-5 advantage for Nebraska. Dierstad to serve. She's got an ace today. Alec. And that slide with the middle, no matter who it is, Alec, Jackson, it has been one of the most potent weapons for this Nebraska offense today.
And Alec, haven't called her name all that much today, but when she times it up, she is just so powerful, up there with the best of them on this Husker squad.
Nebraska without an ace today. Not that they rely on those, but an interesting stat. Kinkilla. That drops in. Alyssa's got 8 kills for the second straight time against the Huskers defense, the #1 defense in the country.
And building on your point about the lack of aces, Indiana was held to just 1 ace, and that's the best serving team in literally all of the country. So Rutgers has done a great job on the service return.
Rodriguez. And then it's teed up for Becca Alec, who is getting some deserved burn here in this third set. She's up to 5 kills to go with 5 blocks. John Cook, it's always nice when you can flex the depth that you have on this team. And Nebraska, only 5 players that have recorded a kill today, but they've all got 5 or more. And it's all been quarterbacked by the true freshman, Bergen Riley. Another double-double today, 38 assists to go with 11 digs. Riley for Batenhorst. That's been a really good combo for the Huskers today. Second effort, dug by Kinkilla. And a bad set from Nair. Although Alyssa has done a respectable job today. 21 assists and 7 digs. And she earned some deserved accolades, setter of the week, when there was history made on this floor last month when Rutgers defeated number 16 Minnesota, the first ever ranked win in program history. And Nair wins that joust against Merritt Beason. So there you go.
Right on time there. Not usually how she gets her work done, but rises, and that has to feel good.
And Nair has really upped her offensive game this year. 30 kills now on the season. For your setter, that's not too bad at all. She's got over 700 assists and over 230 digs. She is making the most out of her 5th year.
And that time on the joust, she beat 6'4" Beason.
Beason goes back to work. Becca Williams putting the body on the floor. And Rodriguez nearly goes into the front row of the crowd, but it's not enough. Taylor Humphrey back into the mix with her 5th kill. And more on Alyssa Nair, too. The setter before Lauren DeLoe, and before that was Ina Belika. Some really fine setters for Rutgers, especially Belika, who is the only all Big Ten selection so far in Rutgers history. So we'll have a little bit more on Alyssa Nair, plus this record-breaking crowd when we get back here on Big Ten Plus.
It really is, and the Big Ten is special as a whole as it stands. The previous record, 1,907 fans, over 3 times that this afternoon. You can really feel the energy in this building.
And don't get it wrong, Nebraska, they've got that cult following, and I don't think they'll have any problem with me saying that. So they brought hundreds of fans as well. But the majority, overwhelming majority, is Rutgers fans, New Jersey Rutgers fans that are here watching this program grow and build with every point. And don't look now, what started off as 5-0 is now just a 4-point advantage here for Nebraska.
And every Jersey fan here is now aware that Rutgers plays on this national scale with the absolute best of them in the Big Ten.
Scarlet Knights 2 conference wins this year. Again, that historic win, first ever over a ranked opponent against Minnesota last month, and then last weekend took out Iowa in 5 sets. It's tied for the 2nd most wins ever in a conference season. The record was Caitlin Schweihofer's first year, the COVID spring, when they won 6, including 4 in a row to finish the year. Another dig from Rodriguez. And that one's long, and the Scarlet Knights defense, again, wearing down Nebraska and earning that point.
And Beason looked like she wanted the touch, doesn't get the call on the far side, but much too much, and a rare errant hit for Beason.
Nebraska now just over 200 hitting percentage here for the set. This Rutgers defense has really dug in. Batenhorst. Nair to Humphrey. Coming from the back row is Harper Murray. Only 6 kills today. Been a bit of a quiet day for her, but whenever Nebraska has needed a point, Harper Murray seems to be there.
And Murray, just a freshman, usually the number 2 player under Beason, offensively speaking. Little quiet today, but she's been so consistent for just a freshman.
260 plus kills on the year. That's nothing to scoff at, especially on this offense. And there's Jackson on the slide. It's been nearly unstoppable today. Kinkilla somehow dug it. And this Scarlet Knights defense, again, not letting anything touch. And Hardison nearly wins the joust. A barrage of missiles coming from Nebraska, and they end it with a block. Jackson combining with Riley.
What an effort defensively for Rutgers. Kept that point going for far longer than Nebraska wanted, but they're able to finish it off with the block. But I think this speaks to what this Rutgers squad is about, filling the gaps with consistency, and they've really shown that off against the number 1 team in the nation here in the 3rd.
And it's no mistake, it's no coincidence. Those are the types of points that run through Nebraska's veins. That's their DNA, those long rallies where you just know they are going to win it. Because they always stay in system. They're so extremely well coached. They've got a great self-belief, and they just never give up. And eventually, whether it's with the defense that is the best in the country or a top 10 offense, they're going to wear you down. And they're on a 3-0 run here that forces a Rutgers timeout. But also not often, Miles, that you get to play the number 1 team in the country on back-to-back days as a program. That's what the Rutgers football team did yesterday, going up against number 1 Ohio State. They actually outgained the Buckeyes in total yardage. Just not enough in that last quarter to come away with a win.
Led at halftime.
And the 3rd effort gets rejected. Hardison and Nair are one of the points of the match.
And Hardison, as explosive as they come up front there, meets her right on time, the right wrist, all that was needed.
That is a true freshman against the #1 team in the country, owning the moment. Her first block of the match. And then Nebraska comes right back with Andy Jackson. Hello.
And when you talk about pure velocity, Andy Jackson is up there with the best in the nation. She's surrounded by All-Americans, yet she still stands out as the most powerful.
She has got a bright, bright future. She's always got a smile on her face, too. Service error for Nebraska. Yeah, I'm sure Rutgers fans went nuts yesterday watching that game. Did you see they pulled off the fumble-rooski?
First time I've seen it in Power 5 football in quite a while.
That was some unreal. Greg Schiano, who fired up the crowd during this last commercial break, has Rutgers already to 6 wins, already bowl eligible. Really, really special time right now at Piscataway across all sports. At the net, Nair just got enough to flick it over. And if they rule that a kill, that's her second.
And once again, the setter getting it done on the offensive side of things. Not her usual role. So reliable. Then the tip finds a spot against the #1 squad in the nation.
And Alyssa Nair's got over 2,800 assists for her career at both Arkansas, Little Rock, and Rutgers. But how about this? In just 2 years, Miles, she is already 6th in career assists, just for at Rutgers alone, as Alec hammers another one. Only 2 years as the Rutgers setter. She's already right outside the top 5 in career assists.
Special. You see Alec there really got all of that one. And besides Andy Jackson, her power is also pretty special when it comes to that reserve group.
Riley directing the offense, but an error. We talked about the multitude of weapons that Nebraska has. Beason leading the pack with 20 kills. Allie Batenhorst has 10. Andy Jackson had 7. And then Becca Alec and Harper Murray both with 6. And any one of those 5 can pop for double figures on any given day. But we're not surprised when it's coming from Merritt Beason. 27 on Friday, 21 today.
Nearing that 50-point threshold in kills, and that's just an unbelievable weekend for the All-SEC Florida name last year in just her first year in the Big Ten.
I got to make sure that that ice pack is strapped tight to her right shoulder on the plane ride home. She has earned her keep this weekend.
I think that's going to be a happy flight. I mean, you take down Penn State on the road in 5 sets, and now just a dominant performance on the road in Jersey with a nice crowd far away from home. It's going to be a joyous flight.
And they know that they've got the softest stretch of their schedule coming up, and 3 matches in a row at home against unranked opponents. Northwestern, Illinois, Michigan. This team is business as usual. They're not going to take them lightly, but there is no reason to think that this team won't be 26-0 going into a road match at Iowa, and really no reason to think they won't be undefeated 27-0 when they square off with #2 Wisconsin on Black Friday in a rematch of that epic 5-set thriller last month.
And that's going to have a lot of volleyball fans excited. The 1 versus 2 in the nation, of course, that already did take place once this year here in the Big Ten. Nebraska came out on top. That one in Lincoln, a whole different story when it's in Wisconsin.
They broke the attendance record last year when those 2 teams played late in the season. They broke the attendance record again when they met already this year. Black Friday, everybody with turkey hangover. I think they're going to break the attendance record again when they play later this month.
And that sounds like a nice way to spend your Black Friday, right? With the family, everyone's in town.
Forget the NFL. The NFL's got a game going up against them. Don't be surprised Big Ten Network outdoes them on that day. Hartman, what a dig from Riley. Batenhorst. Chitty has performed miraculously today on defense. And then Hartman turning defense into offense.
And what a spot pick there for the freshman Hartman, back right corner. And just a little bit of a miscommunication, but really nobody home there for Nebraska. Not much they could do at all. Just a beautiful spot.
Rutgers with 51 digs as a team today. 4 Scarlet Knights have 8 digs or more. Madison Chitty, the defensive leader's got 10. And Becca Williams has tried to serve aggressively to neutralize this Nebraska team. Just has missed by some small margins today. That brings up 6 match points for the #1 team.
Yeah, match point for Beason and co there, but a rare miss for Williams again, becoming a bit of a theme here. Super aggressive, it hasn't paid off.
Beason to try to finish it. Kinkilla sneaks over. Batenhorst to win it. Gets it through. And Nebraska is still unbeaten. 23-0. They matched the 2006 National Championship winning team that started with the same record. #1 team in the country takes care of business on the road. Rutgers gave them a hell of a fight, but it's a 3-0 victory again for the Huskers.
Yeah, these Huskers are special. They're really inching their way into historic territory. Really the best Cornhusker team since 2006 when they were led by Sarah Pavin, one of the best players to ever play here in the Big Ten. I mean, a special run, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
No, it doesn't. John Cook, 840 career victories now. There's the Husker faithful. They got to enjoy another special performance from Merritt Beason. She had 21 kills as Nebraska goes to 23-0. Meanwhile, the Scarlet Knights, they fall to 10-14, but an inspiring performance.